kind of back. So had a little bit of downtime there. Had some technical problems with the computer. So, but we are back. So, assalamu alaikum to everyone. I just wanted to drop a short video. Uh, Not necessarily a review, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But the new movie Kilau that came out here this past weekend. Uh, Went and saw it. My wife. It was my wife's idea, and got. Thank you, baby. Woke me up out of a dead sleep that morning because I was up late with our daughter, and she asked if we could go to the movies, and I was like, okay. So, and we go, we go. Me walking in blindly, not even knowing what we're going to really go see, and boy, am I glad I did. I'm glad she asked me if we could go because wow. I mean, wow. It was one of the best like recent theater experiences I've had in quite a while. I mean, I don't usually make it a point to go pay to watch movies in the theaters anymore. I mean, well, if I do, I'm very, very picky about what it is that I want to go see. Like movies that I know that you're gonna get more from seeing it in a theater because of the scale of the movie. Like I made it a point for us to go see Godzilla versus Kong because big monsters, big sound, big this, big obviously. So you're gonna get more from the theater experience than what you would watching it at home. But anyway, that being said, yeah, usually I'm pretty selective about what I'm willing to pay for to go watch at the theater. But I am truly glad that we went and saw this because it was amazing. And like I said, I don't want to get into the details too much of the movie, but because for those of you who haven't seen it yet, I don't want to spoil it. But if you have the money and you have the time, you should definitely go see this. It is the cinematography, the 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 characters, the fight choreography, the the music. Oh my goodness, the music. Usually, like with period films like this, historical films, my biggest gripe or my biggest nitpick is the score behind the movie itself and how does the music actually wrap itself around the story and does it help engage you as an audience? And boy, did they nail it. They knocked the music, the score, they knocked it out of the park because I mean the characters all do a really like the actors all do great in their performances, but the music just helps get you so much more into the sequence of events that are happening during this. Because if the premise of the movie is the Malay people back when it was Malay land and they were under British rule, uniting to fight back against the tyranny of the British rule and gain their independence to what would eventually become Malaysia. And very, very few movies. I mean, because I'm a history buff, I love my history, and I like watching historical movies and period movies like World War II or Civil War, Revolutionary War, World War One. I like all those kinds of movies. I've always been a history buff kind of guy, and the way they approached this was just it was really well done. I mean, I'm not well versed enough to like in Malay history as far as the factual history and the details. But they didn't necessarily approach it from that like it was a historical approach to it. It was like from a factual standpoint. It was more from a spiritual standpoint. of what the people were suffering through and what brought about their fight to gain their freedom from the British and eventually become Malaysia, which I loved the way that they approached it like that, because it had a different feel to it. It got you more emotionally invested in what was going on, as opposed to, well, they got that wrong and they got that. Da, 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 da. You weren't sitting there trying to gripe at how they portrayed the facts of what actually happened. You were invested in these people, the pain and the suffering that they were going through under this tyranny. And I loved it, the way they approached the whole thing. But again, the actors, they did really good. I mean, you didn't feel like they were trying to push the, like, they weren't going over the top with they weren't overacting. They were very even keeled with it, and then when they really did a really great job at portraying everything, like the emotion of everything that was going on. The fight choreography was it was top notch. It was up there with some of the really better fight choreography that I've seen. Even the camera angles through the fight scenes were really well done. So, excuse me. Uh, the cinematography was beautiful. I mean, from the camera angles to the movements to the shots, they were all well done. But the biggest standout to me was by far the score and the music. It That's usually my biggest quip with these types of movies, is that the music doesn't wrap itself around the story of what's going on, and it doesn't pull you in. You don't feel the weight and the gravity or the epicness of what's happening as it's progressing. And the music, just hats off to the composers, the musicians. Well, hats off to everybody, first off. I mean, the actors, producers, directors, effects people, everyone that was involved in this, bang on job. But I do have to say the music on this was so outstandingly done. It really would have been, it would have been nowhere near the experience that it was if the music hadn't have been done as well as it had been done. It just, it gets you. You feel like you're ready to fight right there along with them. It just, amazing job. Amazing. So, that being said, I wanted to start this with the preview, the official preview of it, but copyright, blah blah blah. So I will put the link in the description for the video. But like I said, if you have the time and you have the money, you should. This is a definitely must go see movie. So that being said, um, yeah, go see the movie. But on a side note, yeah, I do have another video coming soon. I had the technical issues with the computer, and microphone went down. Obviously, that's fixed. But then I had issue with the video camera. So, but I've fixed it all now. But now it's just a matter of finishing up and polishing up the video, because it was supposed to be a video for Ramadan, and I was going to do a video each week during Ramadan, and then I was going to do a separate video for Eid. But given how much time has passed and everything, then I've compressed it all down to one video of that, kind of like the highlights of Ramadan. So, but I will try and get that posted as soon as possible. Um, the Aid video, turns out I didn't have as much photos or videos of 8 is what I expected to have, just because we were so busy that day, just traveling and everything, that just didn't really get a whole lot. So I'm thinking maybe just do, since it's now uh, Raya again, I might do another one just for this Raya. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So, but I will get the video for Ramadan posted here as soon as possible. Excuse me. So, but anyway, just wanted to throw my 2 cents in on the movie. Like I said, if you have the time and you have the means, definitely you should go see it, because it is an absolutely excellent movie. So, anyhow, that'll be all, and I will see you guys soon on the next video. And assalamu alaikum and peace.